Hi, this is Tim Ward with Guard Digital Marketing. So I got this video coming to you guys as promised. Now, I wanted to thank you real quick for taking time out of your day to talk to one of my team members about getting this video out to you. Other than that, let's get started and let's take a look at a few things, see if we can't figure out some ways to improve some leads coming to you guys through your website and your Google business profile. Now, normally I like to start out here on a Google search page. Now, I've typed in roofing Chicago, so this will be a type of keyword that somebody's going to type in the Chicago area. They need to find a roofing company to do some services for them. Now, there's a bunch of different variations. I know you guys in Woodridge, I've looked that up over here as well, so we'll take a look at that here in a second. There's a lot of keywords that are going to involve roofing and any other service-based industry, and with all these different areas in Chicago. So we want to be able to rank for as many of those as possible on the first page, being that the first page is going to capture 75 to 80% of the customers, and they're going to choose a business from this first page as well. Now, you can go ahead and rank for this first page using ads. Now, ads I tend to stay away from unless you were absolutely needing customers right here, right now to survive. Otherwise, about 80% of people are going to instantly disregard ads that they see, especially on a service-based search engine page like this. Now, you can also rank organically, and that's the main reason why most people are going to disregard these right off the bat, is mainly due to credibility reasons, because they aren't ranking organically. Now, you can rank organically with your Google business profile or your website. Now, with your guys' Google business profile, you'd have to rank within Woodridge, right? So I went ahead and I typed in roofing, Woodridge, Illinois, just to see where you're at, and looks like that you guys are number one. So doing really well when it comes to your Google business profile. Excellent reviews with a great amount of them. I mean, your top competitors in just in this little area have nowhere near the amount of reviews. Always just make sure you guys keep this up to date. You're responding to your reviews and everything like that. Let's go ahead and look. Yeah, so you guys are responding to most of your reviews. Make sure you respond to as many of them as possible. Always make sure you're updating, the amount of photos you have and everything like that. So you got somebody who knows what they're doing, especially when it comes to this Google business profile. So not much I can tell you about there. Just keep doing what you're doing. Make sure it just doesn't ever go dead. Always make sure you're updating it and putting new content within there. Now, with that being said, your website was also ranking for that specific keyword too, but we want to be able to, again, rank you for other areas as well. Maybe not even Chicago, maybe Naperville. We want to be able to rank here. Again, our Google business profile wouldn't be able to rank since you're in Woodridge for that, but you would be able to show up here, right, with your Google or with your website. So maybe we pull up Showalter. They're one of the top ones here. I want to stay away from them because their name is literally the keyword in itself. So it's going to be a lot easier for them to rank. But we'll go back to your website real quick. So one thing I always want to look at when it comes to a website is the amount of content that's on, especially the home page. So on the home page, normally we want to see 1,500 to 2,000 words of this content that I can highlight in these sections here in total. So, and that can vary sometimes, depending upon what is the top competition in the area doing, so on and so forth. But it looks like you're probably, I don't know, we might have 500 to 700 at the most words of content, probably closer to 500. So we're probably quite light when it comes to the amount of content that you're going to want to have on a home page. But again, your home page is going to be tailored more towards Woodridge. And then you guys have these different location pages. So let's go ahead and pull up the Naperville one. So this one you would want to treat as its own homepage just for Naperville and roofing. So this is the one you would want to emulate more towards when you're looking at, your top competitor, one of the top ones in Naperville, Showalter here. If you look at their homepage, we can see through and kind of see what they got going on when it comes to their content. They have quite a bit as we're scrolling down here. So they're probably closer to that 1,500, maybe not fully. Probably 1,000 to 1,200 is gonna be what you want for the Naperville location page that you have. So you want to go through all these different locations that you guys serve, see who's ranking the highest in there currently if it's not yourself already, and see what they might be doing content-wise. And then you can even dive in deeper and really see what keywords they're using as well. And you want to emulate as much of that as possible and really, again, treat these different pages here for all the different locations as their own home page, just so you're not going to have the homepage of your website ranking for roofing Naperville, Illinois. You're going to have your Naperville areas we serve page tab rank for Naperville, right? Now, let's go ahead and look at something else. So let me go back to your home page. Okay, I'm going to throw you into this paid program I use called Ahrefs. Now, it gives me a dashboard of numbers that's super nice for quick comparisons here. Now we're going to use Naperville. This is okay. This is for the sake of the video. We have first a DR and a UR rating. So these are power and trust ratings with Google. Now these are rated out of 100, but really once you get into 30s and 40s, we know you're going to have a pretty decently powerful website at that point. So definitely some ways to go to get up to where we would be considered powerful. But you've been doing your due diligence, right? So you've been building out backlinks that come from these referring domains. Now, backlink is basically clickable text linking from one website to another, and you get that through a referring domain. Now, you want to make sure you're building out high quality backlinks from authoritative referring domains when you do this to make sure that your power and trust ratings here stay where they're at or increase, right? We don't want to lose. As we can see, we've lost some here over time. And what happens is if you lose an outbound backlinks, these degrade over time. And if you're building out spammy backlinks, it's not going to help you out in your ratings either. Now you are indexing for close to 500 keywords. It looked like, so you guys have a blog within the website. So that's going to help you out content wise, but it looks like overall driving in over 200 traffic to the website every month. So not horrible. And even if I click these keywords, we can see where you're getting most of your traffic from. So most of your traffic is coming from 3JM Exteriors, and I'm not certain if there's going to be any other company across the U.S. name this. So I'm going to go ahead and say this is okay keyword to have, of course, and that's where you're getting most of your traffic from. Now you've like Pink Panthers, Owens Corning, Pink Panther Insulation, so on and so forth. Some of these other keywords are not keywords that I would necessarily want to be able to rank for. A lot of these other ones are going to be coming from your blog and so on and so forth. The next major buyer intent keyword, and with that, here you go, Chicago Flat Roof Company. That's maybe a decent one to have. Basically, what I'm looking at when I'm saying buyer intent keywords is a location attached to a service. So I'm trying to find one real quick for us. So flat roof repair Chicago. So somebody's looking for some flat roofing repair in Chicago. They don't know who to use, right? We want to be able to rank on that first page so we can capture those people. But we can see here you're well within that second or third page of Google. So again, nobody's really going to be able to see you. You have roofing Downers Grove, Illinois. That only gets 20 searches per month because it's a little bit of a smaller area. But you're still on that second page of Google. So again, nobody's going to be able to see it, right? This is the stuff we need to figure out and really start putting some time and effort into building out trust in Google for these pages that you want to be able to rank for your website that are containing the great keywords we want to have too. Now, if I go ahead, so I did have Matthews Roofing pulled up here. This is more for Chicago in itself. For the sake of the video, it'd probably be okay. We see they've built out some power and trust, but I'm going to go ahead and pull up Show Walter here. Throw them in. So we can see their power and trust ratings are even better, but see how many backlinks they've built out. So they've put time and effort into building this stuff out. They have about 727 keywords. I'm assuming they have a blog within here as well. Yep. So they do have a blog, but they're bringing in over 500 traffic wise. And if we pull up the keywords, let's see what they might be rating for. So obviously their company name here, they're getting quite a bit of traffic from, but like roofing Naperville, that's a great keyword to be able to get traffic from, right? Naperville roofing, just the opposite, roofer Naperville. All these different Naperville roofing keywords they're getting tons of traffic from. And those are the keywords you want to be able to get traffic from because those are going to create high conversion rates on your website. And you can obviously then turn those into paying customers. So hoping there's some information within this video that'll help you out one way or another. Use it however you please. Just use it so that you can start bringing in more traffic to your website. And again, turn those into conversions and paying customers on your end. So if you have any questions or concerns, if you need me to elaborate on any of this info, please just feel free to reach out to me. However that is, I'll reach back out to you if I miss you. any way that I can help you out, I'd be happy to do so. Other than that, have a great rest of your day, and I hope to hear from you soon.